Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Shout out to all my No Matrix people out there, all my supporters. I appreciate all support, whether it's economic or whether it's the like button support. That's support too. Whether it's the sharing the video support. I appreciate it all. I'd like to thank y'all for the comments. We're going to continue this work. People is getting helped, and I'm gonna add my experience and expertise to this based on my relationship life and based on the things I see and know in other people's relationship lives, and based on this just my compilation of information. So what I want to talk about today is, on this video, is status. Status is not just money. Status is physical. Status is appearance. Status is life in general, social. And I want to come from the premise that the woman that you choose to date, to smash, to marry, to be in relationships with, cohabitation, whatever it may be, they should never cause your status to diminish, decrease, to go down in any way. Now, you can't blame them, though. You got to blame yourself. And that's where I'm here to help you. That's where all these other guys on YouTube, it ain't just me. We here for you. We got many videos for you. People making videos almost every day. There's a lot of videos out there, a lot of information, a lot of different experiences, a lot of different takes on it. But I'm giving you a lot of years of experience, in particular marriage. I show y'all the ups and downs. Some things I say, she get mad at me because we had it that way towards the big D. And I'm pause, I'm not talking about my D, I'm talking about the big D. I, the N, the middle letter is V. So, but nothing against her. Ain't nothing against her. Excellent mother. Nothing against her. This just what happens, man. This what happens when you deal with the women. It happens, man. You ain't got to do nothing. They change their mind. That's just part of their nature, man. Y'all getting mad at them. Don't do nothing to them. But walk away when it ain't your way. Walk away when it ain't your way. You the man. You read your Bible. You believe in the Bible. Then you know that they put here for to be our companions, for our enjoyment, for our amusement, and to help us. If they're not doing those things, how are they in the picture? If you got a woman in your picture that's not doing those things I just said, then you going against even the very God that created you. And you, like Adam and Eve, you listening to the devil. Y'all be trying to work stuff out that you need to get rid of. So on this video, we're going to talk about status and how your status should never go down because of a woman or in spite of. It's your fault, but they contribute to it. What do I mean by this? If you was fit before you met her, you should be fit right now. You should not be spending so much time with her that you not working out. That's why I make time for it now. All right, man. And it ain't just because things done fell apart. I start noticing, it's sometimes it take a while for you to apply the things, But I started knowing this years ago. And that's why you gonna see a 50-year-old man with the body of a 20 or 30-year-old man. And no matter who I get with or deal with, they not going to change that. They're not. It's not their job. And, okay, watch this. If you got a business or you a manager and somebody that gets hired for the job is not doing the job, what you gonna do? How's it any different in dating? Oh man, I'm gonna work it out. How many jobs you hear say that? If somebody came to work every day, they supposed to do a certain job and they not doing it, would a good supervisor or a good business owner keep them around? No. So why y'all do it? If his company start plummeting because this person is not doing their job, is he gonna keep them around? He's not. So why do y'all do it? You got sex, yo ho. You've been just like this, humping since you was practically 14. Now, the person you give the most time, the most money, the most attention is not doing it, and you still with them? You still claiming them? You supposed to be telling people, stop calling her my wife. If she not having sex with you, you letting people call that your wife? If she arguing with you more than having sex with you, are you serious, man? You diminishing yourself as a man. We might well just call you an A-N. The M gone. You an N. So, if you had money before you got with her and you start seeing your money go down, what you supposed to do? You can't get it up. Pause. By yourself, which you should be able to. Then she's your helper. Why ain't your helper causing your status to elevate? If your status don't remain the same or get better, it's process of elimination. What do jobs do when the profits go down? Layoffs, terminations, right? I mean, that's because it's common sense. It's common sense, y'all. But you are too sympathetic. You think the Most High sympathetic like that? I guarantee you it's millions, billions, maybe even trillions of women in hell right now, waiting to get cast into the lake of fire. He ain't as sympathetic as you. But yet he's more loving than you, which tells me that your sympathy is foolishness. It's foolishness. So, your physical, being in shape, your finances, your status should remain the same or get better. It should increase. These women kill me how they don't want to work even when things is going bad. Okay. You a stay-at-home mom. Things get bad. Guess what? Either you ain't no stay-at-home mom no more, or you a stay-at-home mom who works out of the home. But this how it be though. Get this. A lot of women, they not gonna help you, but they'll tell you what you're doing wrong though. And let me say this to y'all women. Don't let that be you. If you not gonna help him, then you shouldn't say anything that's not encouragement. Because you're there to help him. What Bible you been reading? That little Fred Flintstone stuff, that's just what people think they should do. He didn't put Eve in the garden to do her nails. Come on, man. Your status is supposed to get better. Social. Anybody you was friends with, you still should be friends with them unless you fall out with them. Don't let these women come in between you and your friends. Because what happens is, then I'm finna show you what happened. I'm finna show you. Your guys, it'll seem like they got a problem with you. It ain't that they got a problem with you. They looking at, you used to hang around us. Why ain't you around us now? And if you sit down and talk to them, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see that most of these guys really ain't got no problem with you. They actually still down with you. So when I was working at the prison recently, one of my guys, I'm finna show you what I'm talking about. One of my guys was in there. And I told him, I said, man, we're going to keep this a secret, man. I don't want to do no report, stuff like that. And it's weird because me and him had talked a couple times before that. But he went his way, I went mine. But now he in there. And I'm in there, working there. So, on a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff, it was like, he was in the middle. When I was getting on them, I think some of them knew. He might have told them. He'd be right in the middle of it. One dude he was cool with got to run in his mouth. So when he came up to me, I said, man, you better be careful with dude. Dude is a bleep. You know, I said something. And I said, man, he was talking plenty stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I didn't even know he was doing all that. So he started falling out with them too, with him and his little right-hand man. He didn't know that dude was doing all that, you know. Ain't no honor amongst these, man. Like I told y'all, it's bros before hoes and it's goals before hoes. Three foes, whatever y'all want to call them. But your status, your social status shouldn't diminish because of who you with. Because what's going to happen is, and I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience, when nobody's around, she's going to always think she's right. If your friends ain't around, her friends ain't around, any dispute, any disagreement y'all have, if she is even a little bit headstrong, she going to always think she's right. Not that you put people in your business, but that's a good way when you let a woman isolate you, whether she's trying to or not. Sometimes y'all do it. You basically gonna create a monster. Now everything you question her on, she gonna throw back, you insecure or something like that. That's why your social status ain't supposed to diminish either. It's supposed to stay the same or get better. Some of y'all don't need to be around y'all old friend. But it shouldn't be because of her, though. Which is what I'm saying. None of your status should diminish. I'm going to tell y'all. So I've been married ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs financially. It's my fault. Because I should have went with what I know. What I know works is working for yourself. Whether you is doing dirt in the hood or you got a business. You don't want to go to jail, you got to do it the business way. But I let people influence me into doing things different. See, before I met her, I made sure I had a job and I had my business stuff. The job wasn't nothing more than just part of the income. When I was doing it like that, I would get my paycheck from my job, I would cash it and just put it in a paper bag. Because I already had $600, $700, $800 in my pocket anyway. Now, I'll admit that I was doing some things in terms of my choice of sales that were contributing to that. But all you got to do is figure out another legitimate thing to sell. And then if you do have a job, that's just there as part of it. Maybe to pay your bills or to as a front, whatever. Well, not as a front because we ain't doing that. But you know what I'm saying. As a part of the equation. So I got away from that. I'm finna show you. It was crazy. I got away from that. Downhill. I was young. I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to do right. So I started relying on jobs. And here's the thing with jobs. Jobs depend on who like you and who know you now. If they don't know you, they got to like you to bring you on board. And if they bring you on board, they got to like you to leave you alone for you to stay on board with most jobs. You ain't got to do nothing. If they don't like you or the people that they like and respect don't like you, you're going to have a problem every time. So I'm relying on jobs and I get a job, but I had a job, but it wasn't the money I was putting in the paper bag. It seemed like a lot because I didn't need it. But when I started needing it, I was looking at that like, man, I got to pay my rent with this. So when you deal with these women, it's like you are supposed to do all your business first. And if they got a problem with that, because I was given an ultimatum. That's why I tell y'all about ultimatums. Then you just move on to somebody who ain't gonna have a problem with it. You don't put your career aspirations and goals on hold for no relationship. These women will cheat on you the next day. The next day after you get rid of your goals and aspirations, they'll cheat on you that day. They'll cheat on you the same day. They'll change their mind about you. You never do that, man. I had a scholarship offer on the table for Division III. Work, study, everything. They said, we're going to help you every step of the way. But we can only offer you a part scholarship. Because we don't have the resources and we don't do full scholarships. At least not for them. They have a certain number of them. I could have dominated at that level. I I said, let me think about it. Went home, thought about it a couple days. He called me back. Said, nah, I'm going to have to pass, coach. Don't say, nah, I'm going to have to pass, coach, for no relationship. And I was older. I probably would have been older than almost all the guys on the team. But I still had it. I could have dominated at that level, man. I'm telling you. I would have had dudes scared to come across the middle of the field. Because think about it. He wanted me to play outside linebacker, but I'm a defensive back. So imagine a defensive back in the middle of the field, outside linebacker. When I drop back into space, somebody finna get hurt. Because I already know how to cover. But I said, nah, I'm going to have to pass, coach. Don't pass on nothing you're supposed to do. For none of these. None. Even the virgins. Even the unicorns. Keep doing what you're doing. Because I'm telling you, man, when you get in that hole, it's going to be hard to come out. It may take you your whole life to get out of the hole. You see, I'm 50. I still ain't rich. Now I know what it takes, and if I get a chance to live in health, it'll happen. But you young dudes, man, I got a lot of young guys. Do not. I don't care how good, how wet it get. I don't care if that stuff potent. I don't care how tight it is, how hot it is. I don't care how much she call you, her this, her that. I just love you. I've never been. This is the first time I've been in love before. Oh, I just love you. Stay on course. Keep doing what you're doing. Get you some goals. If you ain't got no goals, that's what you need to be thinking about. What you gonna do to get your millions? Money is important, man. What you gonna do to stay healthy? Let her be a part, not the part. A part. And stop needing to be with these chicks, man. Be by yourself until one is worth the time, worth the money, at least a little bit. You start bringing her up here, everything she say negative, do negative, she come down here until she get put in the trash. Some of y'all should have been threw y'all chicks away. But you young dudes, man, you got high testosterone. You gotta, look, man, for one, don't jag. Spend all your time jagging. But if you have to jag, just to get that release so you won't be thinking about chasing these women all day, do what you got to do, man. You can do whatever you got to do. So, like I said, I'm not a proponent for dogging them. But don't let your status drop because of any of these women. Going to jail is a status drop too. Don't do it. Don't do nothing that's going to cause your status to drop for that box, because a lot of these boxes are litter boxes. They got doo-doo in them. Remember that.